How much risk exposure do you and your business have at being disrupted by the AI disruption curve? How would you know? What founder profiles are at the most risk and least risk? That's exactly what you're going to find out in this video. Hello, I'm Brett Thomas, author of 20 books on management, leadership, and AI. And in this episode of my Leadership and AI series, I'm drawing from one of my most recent books on how AI is impacting small and mid-sized businesses. It's titled Disruption in AI: What Every Founder Must Do to Protect, Compete, and Win in the Age of Intelligent Machines. In a previous episode, I defined what the AI disruption curve is and the three forces causing the disruption. In this video, I want to talk about the 4 founder risk profiles that indicate if they are at high or low risk and if they have enough AI readiness to pivot, or are they a goner? Let's jump into it. The 4 risk profiles. Your position on the AI disruption curve is determined by 2 factors: how much exposure your industry has to AI disruption right now, and how ready your company is to respond. Cross these 2 variables and you get one of 4 named risk profiles. The first, the Accelerator: low to moderate exposure, high readiness. You're building advantage before your market fully commoditizes. Your primary risk is complacency. Do not mistake a favorable position today for a permanent one. The curve is still moving toward you. Second, the Transformer: high exposure, high readiness. You're in a high disruption market and your preparation is your protection. Move with urgency. Your best prepared competitors are operating in the same quadrant and are not slowing down. Number 3, the Drifter: low to moderate exposure, low to moderate readiness. You are not under immediate existential pressure, and that is precisely the danger. The Drifter's risk is not sudden collapse. It is the slow, invisible accumulation of disadvantage that becomes irreversible before it becomes visible. Most founders in the Drifter profile believe they're being strategic, but are they being proactive enough against the many unseen forces of disruption? Fourth, the Exposed: high exposure, low to moderate readiness. This is the highest risk profile I talked about in my book. You're in a market being restructured right now, and your organization may not respond at the speed the market demands. For businesses in this profile, what comes next is not a strategic improvement program. It is a survival manual. I want to invite you to run a simple self-assessment right now. 2 parts to it. First, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5 for each factor. Be honest with yourself. This is not a presentation to your board. It's for you. So here's the first part, Part A. It measures your industry disruption exposure. First question: how much of your industry's value is built on accumulated human expertise that can be articulated, codified, and automated? Second question: how much of your model depends on being the connector between 2 parties who could, in principle, connect directly with an algorithm? Third question: how easily can AI generate output that is good enough for a significant portion of your customers at a fraction of your current cost? Question 4: how quickly do your customers adopt AI native experiences in other areas of their lives, and how fast do those expectations transfer to your industry? Question 5: how many AI native competitors, platforms, or tools have entered into your category in the last 12 months? Add those 5 scores. 5 to 10 is low exposure. 11 to 17 is moderate. 18 to 25 is high exposure. Now Part B. It measures your company readiness. Question 1. Can your leadership team describe 3 relevant AI tools in your industry, and can they name one that they've experimented with? Question 2. Could you connect an AI tool to your core business data today without a major integration project? Question 3. How quickly can your business test and standardize a new tool across the relevant team? Question 4. Do you have a defined AI position with an owner, a budget, and a timeline for the next 12 months? Question 5. Where does AI transformation actually rank among your top 5 strategic priorities, as your calendar and budget reflect, not as you believe it should? Okay, 1 to 5 on all of those. Add up your scores from those 5 questions. Here's your key. 20 to 25 is a high readiness score. 12 to 19 is moderate, and 5 to 11 is low. Now, I invite you to do a little reflecting on this today or tomorrow. It's important. Here is the single most consistent finding from 20 years of experience guiding businesses through technological and economic transition. The businesses that end up on the wrong side of the curve were not poorly managed. They were operating in a context that had quietly and visibly shifted, while leadership was focused on executing the business model that had always worked before. And the businesses that end up on the right side that I talk about in my book are not the ones who waited until the evidence was undeniable. They're the ones who understood the stakes well enough to move while the window for change was still open, before they fully understood all the technology, before their teams were entirely ready, before the vendors finished their sales pitches. Disruption in AI is the book this episode is designed around. It's available now. It's on Amazon, link in the description. And if you want the full AI business library, a mini course for AI agents built for founders at your stage, the ROI and AI Hub gives you access. And you can use the code CLARITY to get a huge discount on that. Link in the description. I'm Brett Thomas. Good luck staying on the right side of the AI disruption curve. I'll see you in the next video.